Was that Barbie girl? No? There was a, they email you, they ask you for your walk-on song, and they said, if you don't give us one, we're going to play Barbie girl. And I thought, I will call that bluff. Or maybe I did give you one, I don't know. Do me a favor, stand up. Put your hands on your hips. And go ahead and just rub elbows with the person next to you. Just like that. All right, now you can sit down. So that was like your one free pass. From now on, it's no touching, all right? You can keep your hands to yourself. I think that the most valuable thing in life is relationships, people, intimacy, connection, and I think that at this conference, while you will get really awesome content, some of which I'm about to give you, the best thing that you can do is make a relationship with another human being, make a friend, you know what I mean? Let's give it up for Pep Laya, ladies and gentlemen, Conversion XL. It's a really cool thing to stand up and be the catalyst for community, to be the reason people get together. I appreciate that, Pep. Appreciate you putting this together. Thank you. My name is Ezra Firestone. I run an e-commerce business. We did $25.1 million last year. 32% of that revenue, I have several different brands. One of our brands did $19 million last year. The other $6 million came from a couple different brands. 32% of that revenue came from email. So that's what I want to talk to you about, because it's still sort of a core revenue driver. People are showing up here slides of how many emails they send, like it still works. I lead a team of 72 people, and I'm just a dude who loves this stuff. I kind of fell into this industry. I moved to New York City to play poker for a living. I didn't make it in the school system, I didn't make it to college. And I kind of fell into e-commerce like right as it was starting in 2005, and have been doing it ever since. So, no matter what position you play in a company, can be an entrepreneur, can solve problems, can add value. And I think that what a business is a group of people who are having a collective experience, right? A group of people who are sharing a similar experience. In my case, that's women over 50 who are confronting the aging process and having everyone tell them that aging is bad, right? That's a group of people having a collective experience. I disagree with that viewpoint, by the way. But anyways, that's the messaging that they're receiving. It's a group, and in this case, it's like people who want to make internet businesses perform better, right? That's a group of people sharing a collective experience and multiple communication mediums. That's it. That's all a business is. It's a group of people sharing a collective experience and different ways that you're communicating with them. My viewpoint is that conversion comes down to communication, the ability to effectively communicate an idea to another human being. And the two big communication channels are emails and ads. That's it. Oh, damn, look at that. You want to see that again? Bam, I got some spin moves. You don't know about that. Nobody else had spin moves. Emails and ads are the two big communication channels. That's what you got. You got a group of people, and you can email them, and you can put them on pixeled lists. I remember back in the day, in like 06, 07, we were building up email lists using AdWords, and I thought of my brand as my email list. That's what my brand was. And then pixeled lists came around. I want to say like 09. You could, maybe it was 2010, but you could, someone could visit your website and you could follow them around with ads. And my mind was blown. This took me a while to grok the concept that I did not need an email address to communicate with someone. So those are really the two. Everyone's familiar with the pixeled list, right? Someone comes to your site, now you pixel them and you can follow them around with ads. So those are your two big communication channels. Email is the most profitable communication channel that we have as business owners. The DMA says there's a 3,800% ROI on email marketing in general across digital marketing as a skill set, or as like a channel. $1 spent on average returns $38 according to them. So let's talk a little bit about email. Last year, you can see this is a year's worth of data, 18 million, or from February to February. In our business, it may be hard for you to see this, but 32% of that revenue came from email. 32% of the revenue that we made on this one particular Shopify e-commerce store came from email. 18% of it came from broadcast email, campaigns, emails that we were broadcasting to people, right? You can see these are emails we send, and each email we send makes us revenue. That's a manual broadcast to a group of people. That's one type of email. And those kind of look like this, right? They're like emails that you send out to communicate with people. And I'll talk to you about the different ways that we communicate and why we do what we do with email. But the other kind of email that makes money, the other 14% of revenue, what up? I was giving you a pose for the photographer. I got a photographer here. It's kind of cool. Pep Laya is just putting on a fancy event. He's got photographers and things. The other 14% comes from what are known as automation sequences, right? Cart abandonment, win-back campaigns, hot lists, things like that. So these are our email automation pillars if you're going to be trying to get people and communicate with them based on how they've interacted with your website. We've got early stage, which is pre-purchase. We've got hot list, which is like when they're in the purchase cycle, and then when we've got post-purchase. Those are like the pillars of automation, and these are just the different different automation sequences that we run in our business. I don't want to teach you about email automation. You've heard about email automation for years, right? What I want to share with you is that 30% of your revenue should come from email. And I want to talk to you about the structure that we've found that works the best for sending emails, whether it's a manual broadcast campaign, which is, a broadcast to a group of subscribers, or an automated email that's based on someone's behavior, based on a list they're on. So our winning formula for email structure, because look, the idea of an email is it gets someone's attention. First thing, you got to get them to open the email. That's the subject line, right? Then you have to get them to consume the email and click through to whatever the call to action is, right? So we have been at email marketing for over a decade now, and we've come up with a content structure for our emails that this is our optimized content structure that's worked really well for us. So I'm going to walk you through the elements that are in it, and then I'll show you each one. And then you can use, hopefully, some of these ideas in your business. So we start with a branded header and a tagline. Then we have a headline, a subheadline with a call to action. I'm going to go through this quickly and then show you the individual components. And then I'll show you the list again so you could take a screenshot of it. An image with a call to action, a button with a call to action, the main content, signature, tagline, and contact info, and then a final call to action button. Is there something funny going on with these? You guys fixing those for me? And then social links and icons. And then our company address. And finally, an unsubscribe link with a reminder paragraph. So let's walk through each of these real quick. We start every email with what's known as a branded header and tagline. My viewpoint is that you should be able to describe what your business does, who you are in the world, in one sentence. Someone said this just a minute ago, like, it's not about what you're selling, it's about why you're selling it, right? Like, especially millennials care about manufacturing process transparency, how things are made, why they're made, and then, okay, so I like to say that the goal of a product is to live up to the promise you made. People don't buy products, they buy promises. You have to make an incredible promise and then have the product deliver on that promise. It's why subpar products win in the marketplace a lot, because they make better promises. And then ultimately they don't get repeat customers. So you need a good product, but you also need a good promise. So you can see here our taglines, it's about women, it's about beauty, it's about time. It tells you who we are and what we're up to. It communicates our value proposition. One sentence, that's at the top. Then we start with a headline, a subheadline, and a link call to action. So it's basically like what this email is about. We frame the email and we've got a call to action above the fold on mobile. Then below that, we have an image and a button and a call to action in a button format. So here's the idea. If you Google search something, you're going to see news results, video results, local results. Google understands that different people prefer to consume media in different formats. Some people like to read, some people like to listen, some people like to watch, some people like to look. So your email should have text, it should have buttons, it should have images, right? So people know that there's media for them to consume when they click through, and they might be attracted to the text or they might be attracted to the video. Quick aside, anyone here use long-form videos in their marketing? Long-form, I would say 15 minutes or longer is a long-form video. One dude. All right, this is for you, bro. Me and my homie over here using long-form videos. Basically, what we found was that when we started doing PDFs of those videos and emailing it to people, we got a 30% increase in our conversion rate because some people just won't watch a video, but they will read a PDF. Little aside. Then we have our main content with our links. So this is like below the email. I'm going to show you some examples of this. Couple more lines of text with a call to action, a blue underlined text link call to action. And then finally at the bottom, we have a signature with our contact information. Then, below that, we have our final button call to action. Notice how many click-throughs there are. There's 2 links so far, an image, 2 buttons. There's a lot. As you're consuming this content, think about it, they're on mobile. Every swipe, there's a way for you to click through. That's what we're looking for. Every time they swipe on mobile, they can click through. because the idea is to increase the click-through rate. Now, here's a little one that has helped our email marketing a lot, which is at the bottom of your email, you're required to have an unsubscribe link. Before our unsubscribe link, we put a paragraph that reminds people why we do what we do. Our unsubscribe went down by 200%. This is what that paragraph says. So you see, you got the unsubscribe. Oops, what did I do? I don't have a laser pointer. You got the unsubscribe at the very bottom, but above that, we put this message. We strive to provide a community for women who are excited about life and ready to celebrate their natural beauty. Your participation is what fuels the pro-age revolution. We're a family-run business, and emails are a crucial way for us to contact our friends and fans. We regularly provide coupons, free content, i.e. reminder of the value proposition of being on our email list, and updates on Cindy and Boom. If you'd like to unsubscribe, click here, or you can tell us how we can improve your experience. We remind people that we care about them. Do this one thing. If you're someone who sends emails, or advise your company to do this, you will see a significant reduction in your unsubscribe rate. Okay, these are what our emails used to look like. I'm an old school e-commerce direct response marketer. These are just plain ugly, right? They just don't look good, you know? We have this battle between creative and direct response in our company at all times, where it's like, I'm like, no, we need like big ugly arrows. And then my creative team's like, no, we really don't. So it's like this kind of thing. They won over on this, and we up-leveled. By the way, up-level. Who's heard that word this year? Yeah. If you've been in the game for a long time, like at one point it was hustle. Everyone was hustling. And then at another time, it was like ninja. Every strategy was like ninja. You remember this. You know what I'm talking about if you've been around. And this year, everything is being up-leveled. It's like, where do these things come from? How do they catch on? Why are we up-leveling everything? That's not what we're here to talk about. But we up-leveled our aesthetic, all right? We up-leveled our aesthetic because we're hip with the times, and we use the current marketing lingo. And you can see here that this aesthetic much more matches better who we are as a brand, our email aesthetic. And our email performance improved significantly when we made this switch, much to my disappointment. No, it's all right. And so basically also your emails from a look and feel perspective should match the brand ethos, like, it should be congruent with the website you're sending them to, basically. So one of the other things that we did was we improved the footer of our email. Damn, look at that. Bam! You haven't seen that before. Sorry. Yeah, up-leveled that, right? I didn't actually do that. So we added links to relevant content. So basically, if it's an email, like we send out a bunch of different types of emails. I'm going to tell you what they are in a moment. But we started cross-referencing other content in our emails, and it increased the number of people consuming content on our site significantly. So we're linking out to content that is sort of similar to the email that we're sending at the bottom, and then we also have links to our store and stuff. 88% of users are checking email actively on their smartphones, right? So you want to make sure that your emails are mobile optimized, that there's, like this black link is a call to action there. So you want to make sure that you're looking good on mobile. So yeah, this is oops, I guess that was like a video. Cool. So you can kind of see what it looks like on mobile, right? It's structured for mobile. Gives you just the content is consumed for mobile. And by the way, for conversion rate optimizers, what we've found is that you need one website for desktop and one website for mobile. 80% of our traffic is mobile, but it's only 50% of our revenue. And we're finding that lighter weight, I mean, you guys know all this stuff, that shorter form, lighter weight pages on mobile are working really well. So this is our structure for the emails that we send out. Feel free to snapshot it. It's working really well for us, and we've tested a number of different structures, and we've tested, obviously, shorter form, like way shorter form content, But this, ultimately, across most of the emails that we send out, works the best. 66% of your unsubscribes occur between 5 and 10 p.m. 66% of your unsubscribes are going to occur between 5 and 10 p.m. So broadcast between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. local time if you're doing manual broadcasts. Better time to send out your emails. Now, let's talk about the main types of emails that we send out as a business. We send out trust-building emails, content emails, and offers. That's it. That's all we send. These three fundamental communications. Trust builders are designed to build trust between our brand and the consumer. Social proof, right? Science, Manufacturing process transparency, honest communication about any facet of our business or what people think about us, any customer testimonials, anything that is like showing what's going on behind the scenes, basically. So this is an example of, how do I go back? Trust builder. So here you go. This is a manufacturing process transparency video showing how we make the product we make. So it's a trust builder email. Next, content emails. Just really trying to engage our user with relevant content that they might be interested in. We subscribe to this idea that all we're doing is communicating with a group of people about an experience that they're having. These content emails are designed to do that, right? To talk about current events, to anything that's related to the market, tips, tricks, market-related videos, content related to the ownership benefit of the product, funny memes, curated content that they might like, videos we find on YouTube, stuff that we create. Anything that's just like soft sell content that adds value to them that's related to our market, basically. Our take on what someone else said, that kind of thing. Then we have offer emails where we're trying to like sell stuff, introduce products, cross-sell, upsell. That's really it. We're building trust, we're delivering value, and we're making offers via email. And so those might be like product announcements, sales with deadlines and urgency, cross-selling products they didn't buy before, opening the box or customer case study videos, pre-order campaigns, affiliate offerings, things like that. So those are the kinds of emails. Now, one thing that we started doing recently that I want to give you as a tip is tell me what you notice that's different about this email and this landing page from the others. You may not see it right away, but that video is hosted on Facebook. So we're using a Facebook video embed on our blog. That allows us to send people from our email list to a website that has a video hosted on Facebook. The users watch that video, and now we're able to track their consumption and advertise to them. So essentially, they're consuming a video that is hosted by Facebook, but not on Facebook. They're on our website. All of the videos on our website, on our blog, are now Facebook video embeds because we can create custom audiences of people who watch at least 50% of our blog videos and market to them differently. It has fundamentally changed, and it's a small portion of people, sure, but they respond to ads. And you with me here? This is a really sweet little tip. It works really well. So host your blog videos on Facebook and then email your fans and subscribers, send them over to your blog, they watch that video, you can track how much they consume and run ads to them. Similar idea with email is to target, my confidence monitor is all messed up, so I'm not seeing what you're seeing. Target email openers and clickers. So when you're running ads, run ads to people who, for example, opened an email but didn't click and didn't buy in the last 14 days. Clicked an email but didn't buy. So target people who've engaged with email differently than you're targeting people who are just visited your website. These folks are, and I use Klaviyo for this. Klaviyo is a SaaS product that connects to Shopify. Allows me to say, give me someone who clicked an email in the last 14 days but has not ordered a product in the last 14 days. That kind of thing. And then I run ads that are really targeted. I pump the budget. I want like a 50 frequency. I want people who clicked an email but didn't buy to see my ad like 10 times a day because they're hot, right? So target folks who are engaging with your emails in ads differently than you target your regular retargeting, and target them with brand-specific content. And what you can see is that like we're paying $8 a sale, $15 a sale for normal retargeting sales that would cost us $30 and $40. But because we separated this group out and we targeted them differently, we're able to see the performance of that particular group of people rather than lumping them in. Another thing for email is that we've found that using GIF imagery has increased the performance and click-through rate of our emails quite a bit this year. People are seeming to love GIFs in their emails. So I recommend that you use GIF imagery in your emails. It seems to be increasing the click-through rate quite a lot. And they're easy to make. You just stitch a couple images together. And instead of using a static image in your email, you get more people clicking on it if you use GIFs. This is a little tool to make GIFs. All right. That was the email communication channel. I said it to you because I kind of wanted to get to another communication channel that I'm really excited about. So did you enjoy that stuff on email? Yeah? Okay, thanks. You're welcome. Thank you. I was not fishing for applause. One of the things that I like to do is, like, if you're excited about something I say, you can just growl at me. You can just go, "Arr!" And I'll tell you why. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Okay, good. Yeah, I think grunting is like a very underrated form of communication. And it's kind of one of those things where, like, if someone growls at you, you kind of just growl back. Anyways, try it out in your life. So here's the future of communication channels between businesses and consumers. Awesome, thank you. This is the future of, I told you ads and emails were where we are now. Obviously, there's conversational user interfaces and voice search and the stuff that Brian Eisenberg was talking about. Emails and ads are today. Bam, I stomped my foot. They're right now. Emails and ads are your communication channels. There's another one that's on the rise. This is the future of, I would say, the next several years of business-to-consumer communication, and that is Messenger. I saw Messenger in mid-2016. That's when I first really adopted Messenger as a communication medium between my business and the prospects who were engaging with my business. And mark my words, over the next 5 years, it will become the biggest marketing communication channel. All those apps on your iPhone will consolidate down into Messenger. If you look at WeChat and China's a mobile-first economy that we can kind of look at and see where things are going. There's one messaging app. It's called WeChat. People shop there. They book their travel there. They find their dates there. They do their Tindering and bumbling there, right? They do all that stuff in one app. And that's Facebook Messenger for us. So Messenger marketing is the act of leveraging mobile chat platforms to facilitate conversations and commerce. That's what it is. And, you know, if we look at how we communicate as a society, we message. I don't pick up the phone when people call me. I don't want you calling me. When I think about, don't call me. When I think about, like, where I have my intimate conversations with my wife, with my friends, it's all through text message, right? It's all through Messenger, Instagram DMs, that kind of thing. I don't email them, and I don't advertise them, and I certainly don't call them, right? Messaging has already surpassed social. The top 4 social messaging apps have more activity and engagement than the top 4 social networks. It also, at this point, has the highest engagement rate of any marketing channel because it's still early in the life cycle of Messenger. Eventually, the engagement rates for Facebook Messenger in America will drop down to about what email are, but right now they're really high. It's better than email, it's better than paid, it's better than physical mail. So what that means is that fewer Messenger subscribers are worth more value to your company. My data shows that at this point, a Messenger subscriber is worth about 5 to 10x of an email subscriber. So what you can see here is that these are Facebook Messenger visitors. The e-commerce conversion rate of people coming from Facebook Messenger to my site is 8%. The time on site is 3 minutes, and it's generating a lot of revenue for us. It's still a very small channel, but it's going to grow, so now's the time to adopt it, right? So you can see this messenger was sent to 2,000 people. It was opened by all of them, and 80% of them clicked on it. Now, when I send an email, I'm lucky to get a 20% open rate and like a 2% click-through rate, right? This communication, 8,000 people, 60% opened, 17% clicked, right? This communication, 10,000 people, 80% opened, 2,500 people clicked on this thing. 2,500 clicks, and we know these clicks are valuable. They're making money. They're more profitable than email clicks. Check this out. This is an email I sent. Was opened by 25% of the people, so 37,000 folks, and was clicked on by 1,700 people. 1.2% of the people clicked on it. So an email that got sent to 188,000 people got me 1,700 clicks that are worth 5 to 10x less than the Messenger clicks, by the way. A Facebook message to 9,000 people got me 2,500 clicks. How crazy is that? So this should give you an idea of the value and power of Messenger. The way I want you to think about Messenger is like text messages and emails combined. It gets the instant delivery and attention that text messages gets, but it has the attractiveness, the buttons, the images, and GIFs that email provides. So I think that it's going to replace channels like emails and websites. I think that integrated social commerce, things like Shopify are doing, where you're going to be able to buy right from the Facebook news feed. I think that we're moving in the direction of commerce happening across the content consumption cycle, and content consumption is happening on social and through Messenger. So I think we're moving away from websites in general and more towards sort of this commerce cycle that's happening inside of social apps. And I don't think it's ever going to be as easy and affordable to build a Facebook Messenger list and Facebook Messenger subscriber database for a brand as it is right now. Facebook's going to start charging for message broadcasts, which they don't charge at this point. It's going to be more expensive to buy a Facebook Messenger subscriber. We're buying Messenger subscribers for between 15 cents and 90 cents, depending on the market. So they're real cheap to get people to sign up. So I want you to do that for your brand. So you're thinking, okay, it sounds sweet. I'm sold on Messenger as a communication medium. How do I do it? First step is to sign up for a chatbot messenger communication service. I use ManyChat. Full disclosure, I'm an investor in this company, but I was using them before I was an investor in the company. Yeah, there's some drama with messenger bots right now. Facebook shut them down for a couple weeks over these data privacy concerns, but they'll come back. So sign up for a chatbot service, ChatFuel, ManyChat, one of these services. Transition the audience that you have now. Email people and ask them to click into Facebook Messenger. ManyChat has this thing called Messenger Ref URLs, and basically what it allows you to do is to have a link that someone clicks that opens up Facebook Messenger in a specific conversation. So basically they click an email, right? They get an email like this, they click it, it opens up Messenger, they click in Messenger, and now they're a Messenger subscriber and they're getting communications in Messenger. 2 clicks and they're a Messenger subscriber. That's it. And then you can broadcast them in Messenger, you can sell them in Messenger. So if you have an email list, transition those people into Facebook Messenger now, while it's cheap. We're doing this on every one of our blog posts now, right? Come to our blog, we're going to be like, hey, if you're enjoying this content, click this button and we'll send you stuff in Facebook Messenger as well. So that's the easiest way. You could also obviously incentivize people. Hey, get 20% off on this product by clicking here in Facebook Messenger and we'll give you the coupon code. We do a bunch of different stuff, but the easiest way is run ads to people in your retargeting audiences. Get them to click to open up Messenger, become a Messenger subscriber, because they click the ad, then they click in Messenger, now they're a subscriber. Send people emails that say, hey, get this special stuff over in Messenger, and then they click the email, they click in Messenger, now they're a subscriber. When we have a blog post, here's what we do. We email people, we Facebook Messenger them, we run ads about it. 3 main communication channels. Some people are never going to see the email. Some people are never going to see the ad, but they're going to get Facebook Messenger. You want to have, if you're running a sale, if you're doing email communications, whatever it is, you want to do it across every communication medium that you have as a brand, which are 3 now: Messenger, email, and ads. Yeah, there's push notifications, and yeah, there's mobile apps, but like the 3 main ones that most brands are going to use are Messenger, emails, and ads. Last thing I want you to do is create a main menu. You can do this in ManyChat. What this is it's basically like a list of your most common products, your FAQ and stuff like that. They're real easy to create in there. You can see this is one for Boom by Cindy Joseph on the left. Here's one for the Ezra Firestone fan page, which is a business that's designed to talk to people like you about growing their business, so it's a little bit different. And the goal of these main menus is really just to kind of help users find what they're looking for as quickly and easily as possible. So when someone is in your, when they're in your Facebook Messenger, there's these little icons on the bottom left that they can click on that open up a menu for them to like be able to navigate around and find different stuff. And it's really quite helpful to have like a quick list of like what to do when someone's messaging your company. And we get a lot of Facebook Messenger support now. People just message us on Facebook for support, and that goes right into Zendesk for us. But we're finding that about 60% of the people who message us on support engage with our main menu and navigate around, and not all of them are looking for support. So this is the one for Smart Marketer. It's like, hey, do you want more conversions, more traffic, repeat sales? And then it might link out to like more content, you know? These things can have multiple levels to them. I created a Facebook Messenger ref URL that allows you to go to this URL, smartmarketer.com/cxl18, and it will open up a Facebook Messenger conversation and give you a way to get these slides that I just did. My name is Ezra Firestone. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Catch you later.